Hello, my friends. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are coming in from. We have an international community, and I am so grateful for all of you showing up, popping in on the polls, just being part of this community of this Facebook. You know, none of us live a life alone. We're all connected, which is the raison d'etre for the subject today. What is your self-sabotaging method that you use to keep you disconnected from a life you love, a life you would love to live, a life you're actually asking to create it with that creates greater? My name's Susan Lazar-Hart. If you haven't met me before, I am your congruency coach, creator of the Congruent Method, Congruent Living Academy. And I am so happy to be here with you with this topic. Now, we all have our different ways in which we get away from what we're actually asking to create. I know it sounds crazy, right? Like, why would I do that? Well, because we've been taught to. First of all, let's just open this up. Everything's created twice. Everything's created twice. It's created once up here, in your imagination, in your creativity, in your desires, in your longings, and then it's created in the physical world. Now, what often happens, oh, I'm getting hearts. Yay, thank you so much. Hey, just a side note, if you're coming on in, say hi, tell us where you're from. Love the hearts. Come on in with your questions. And if you're coming later, hashtag replay and come on in with your questions because I check in with you every day. So self-sabotage, it has to do with you've got an idea, you've got a longing, you have a desire, you have a need. It's like, yes, yes. And then all of a sudden you find that it shifts and changes as you open it up to the outside world. Perhaps you go into self-judgment. Perhaps you go into self-doubt. Hey, Shiara. Hey, Rosanna. Perhaps you go into someone else's reality. Right? So what is your sabotage specialty? Hey, Galen. Is your sabotage specialty having to do that you want to share your idea with everyone? And then you kind of start to absorb their points of views. And you start to question, oh, did I really think I could do this? Is this really a good idea? When we do that, we disconnect from that true voice, from that seed that is growing inside of us, that longing that wants to actually put whatever it is into action. So is your sabotage specialty going into neglect? So when I say neglect, we have that seed that it's planted within us, it's growing, and we kind of say, yeah, I want to do that, but first I'm going to go watch some Netflix, or first I'm going to, and we actually neglect to nurture that idea, that desire, that longing. Hey, Brenda, welcome. And so what we tend to do is we buy into the victim mode as well. Hey, Marguerite, everybody's coming in, yay. We tend to buy into that victim mode as well, right? That's a huge place that we've been taught to, that we should actually go to, right? If it's not working, complain about it. If it's not actually creating anything greater, don't do it. Like, don't rock the boat. Again, we all have these self-sabotaging techniques that actually don't create greater. So think of things like where you want to go to and what actually is stopping you. Are you caught up in the perfection? Well, I have to perfect it first before I get it out there. I have to figure it all out before I get it out there. So think about, think about the computer. Think about Steve Jobs, right? It's trial and error. He had this idea. He actually never graduated from college, and he went and instead took some night classes, and one of them was writing, calligraphy. And guess what? One of the reasons why his first and second and third computer were so successful is he used that desire, that longing to study calligraphy into creating fonts that we all use now. Again, Edison and the light bulb, the Wright brothers, right, who were bicycle mechanics. And they finally got this plane off the ground, and people made fun of them and said, you only got it off the ground for 12 minutes. And they were like, yay, we got it off the ground for 12 minutes. So your point of view creates your reality. It's your reality. It's how you choose to see your life and your living. Remember, we create everything twice, once inside and once in the physical world. We have something called intuition, imagination, memory, all of these fabulous things that create the powerfulness within us. So how many of us are only using like 1% of that? We come up with something and then we go to share it with somebody. We look at what everybody else is doing. Now, comparison is another huge self-sabotage strategy that people use. Here's the deal. There's nothing that's not unique about you. You know, do you ever try find two snowflakes that are the same? You are unique. You are unique. You have your imagination. You have your own memory of what's possible. You have your intuition that guides you through each and every day. So to compare yourself to someone else is to create all of those distractors like envy, blame, shame, regret, victimization. So here's the deal. What if you had a different way of working with this? What if you could actually say to yourself, wow, whose voice is that? What is it that I truly desire? I mean, that's what we do in the Academy. The very first thing we do in the Congruent Living Academy is to start putting pen to paper and write down, what is it I truly desire? What is it I truly desire? What reasons am I using to actually stop myself? Because I've been in personal transformation for, I think, my whole life. I remember sitting on the steps as a little kid, wondering what was going on in the world, right? Seeing where people were coming from, and it just didn't make sense. And as I've grown through this life of studying personal transformation, of taking courses and being part of different modalities, having to do with personal transformation, having to do with energetic transformation. Hi, Ilanka. It's informed me as to truly what else is possible with who we truly be. And what I can encourage you to do is to please start studying yourself. Because the opposite of self-sabotage is self-confidence. And so self-confidence, it comes from information. So instead of comparing yourself, instead of doubting yourself, instead of listening to what somebody else says, that just takes that wonderful energy that you have of like, yes, and turns it into, well, yeah, maybe not, later. Okay, I'm going to go eat, watch Netflix, get depressed, whatever your strategy is, be a victim. Right? What if you just ask, what other information is here for me that I haven't been willing to be or see? What other information is here for me that I haven't been willing to be or see? You've got this, whatever this is, this kernel, this seed, this desire. The reason why you have that desire is because it's already out in the quantum field. It's already there for you. It's there, you're aware. And so it's, how do I match my desires to what's already here for me? Never doubt yourself. Never doubt yourself. Know that when you're caught up in that self-doubt, that self-sabotage, you can ask, okay, so what other information is here for me? Who do I need to talk to? Now, I have like 3 or 4 mentors that I study with. I've got books that I read and transformational podcasts that I listen to. I'm always listening to what will inform me on how I can offer more for the Congruent Living Academy, how I can offer more for myself. Again, if you're alive, you're in the business of personal transformation, right? We are here to create greater. That's who we be. So once again, self-study develops self-confidence, right? Self-study develops self-confidence. How do you do that? By being congruent, by not going off course, by staying the course and asking yourself, okay, what is it that I truly desire? And what information do I require? Who do I need to talk to? And start studying yourself, your habits, your rituals, how you create, what turns you on, what turns you off. And know that the more you become confident in who you be and how you be in living a life you love, the less you'll buy into self-doubt and self-sabotage. So I'm so excited to let you know that we are offering a masterclass in the congruent method. And part of the congruent method has to do with connecting to what you truly desire. So I'll put the link, that will be October 27th. We are offering a rebirthing of the Congruent Living Academy, a rebirthing of the website, susanlazarhart.com. And in that rebirthing, I'm loving sharing with you this new masterclass on what is the congruent method and how can you use it. As I say, I've been studying, oh, got hearts on there. I've been studying personal transformation my whole life and intensively for the last 14 years. And I'd love to share that information with you. So I'll put the link here, and it's going to be October 27th, and I can't wait to get together with you. I see some of you already have signed up and you're already in the Congruent Living Academy. Lots of questions about who you be, what you be, and what you came here to be and do, right? Yay, lots of hearts and thumbs up. Any questions, anything popping for anyone before we say goodbye on self-sabotage, your self-sabotage strategies? If you're just coming in now, we've got lots of juicy nuggets that I shared with all of you on what is your self-sabotage strategy and how to actually release it. Right? Remember that you came here, like Émile Zola says, the French philosopher, I came here to shout out loud. You came here to rejoice, to be joy, to be that joyous being you truly be. And if that's not you right now, like, come and play, right? Come and play and come on to the Congruent Method Masterclass, and let's see truly what else is possible. I adore you all. Thank you so much. I don't see any questions. And again, if you have questions later, pop them in. I'll be checking in. And until we meet again, live boldly, love greatly, and be that fearless leader you came here to be. Fearless leader is one that's willing to self-course correct. It's like, oh, is this actually working for me? What's holding me back? What is it I truly desire to create? And actually, we were just studying that in the Congruent Living Academy, how to honor your word to yourself. So there's no judgment at all. It's just you choosing more of you. You're so welcome, Rosanna. I adore you all. Have an amazing day. And come on over to the Congruent Method Masterclass. I'm so excited about it. Yay! All right. Take care.